Today, we've got some intense breaking news coming straight out of California, and it's a stark reminder of just how unpredictable and devastating wildfires can be in the Golden State. I'm talking about a massive blaze that's been tearing through Mono County in central California. This fire kicked off midday on November 13th, and by the next morning, November 14th, it had already scorched more than 3,000 acres of land. We're calling it the Pack Fire, and right now, as of the latest reports from the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection, it's only about 5% contained. That's right, firefighters are still battling hard, but this thing is far from under control. Let me paint the picture for you. Mono County is up there in the eastern Sierra Nevada region, not too far from places like Mammoth Lakes and Yosemite National Park. It's rugged, beautiful terrain, but when high winds kick in, it turns into a tinderbox. And that's exactly what happened here. Powerful gusts fanned the flames on Thursday, pushing the fire to explode in size to over 3,000 acres in just a matter of hours. Homes have been destroyed, numerous structures damaged or completely lost, and thousands of residents have been forced to grab what they can and evacuate immediately. Mandatory evacuation orders went out for entire communities in the affected areas. People living near Crowley Lake and other spots had to drop everything and get out fast. Imagine getting that alert on your phone. Sirens blaring, smoke filling the sky, and you have minutes to decide what to take with you. This heartbreaking stuff, folks. Families displaced, pets in tow, highways jammed with cars heading to safety. Shelters have been set up, and emergency crews are working around the clock. But here's a small sliver of good news amid the chaos. By Thursday evening, some rain started falling, and cooler temperatures moved in. That helped slow the fire's advance just enough for officials to lift a few of those evacuation orders, especially around Crowley Lake. Residents there are starting to trickle back, assessing the damage, and hoping their homes are still standing. It's a relief for some, but for many others, the fight is ongoing. This Pack Fire is a classic example of California's wildfire season extending later into the year. Dry conditions, wind events, and unfortunately, human factors or lightning can spark these monsters. Fire crews from across the state are on the ground, air tankers dropping retardant, helicopters bucket dropping water. They're heroes, no doubt about it. If you're in California or have family there, stay tuned to local authorities like Cal Fire for the latest. Evacuation zones can change quickly, and containment numbers are updating by the hour. And for the rest of us watching from afar, it's a wake-up call. Support your local fire departments, prepare your go bags, and think about wildfire insurance if you haven't already. The blaze kicked off around 11:30 in the morning on Thursday. It started small, just a handful of acres, but within hours it ballooned to over 1,000, according to Cal Fire, the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection. By Friday afternoon, it had scorched roughly 3,000 acres and was only 5% contained. That's based on updates from Cal Fire and the Mono County Sheriff's Office. Things got intense when the flames jumped across US Highway 395 and crept to within a quarter mile of Crowley Lake. Homes and buildings along that stretch were directly in the fire's path. Overnight, steady rain helped calm things down a bit, mostly just smoldering and minimal activity in the burn zone. But crews stayed on the ground through Friday, working hard to strengthen those containment lines. Right now, more than 350 firefighters are out there, backed by a fleet of engines. The fire's raging near Crowley Lake, McGee Creek, and Highway 395, about 30 miles from the California-Nevada border. Air tankers from all over the state are dropping suppressant whenever weather allows. Evacuation orders and warnings are in place, affecting over 1,500 people and more than 1,000 structures in the nearby communities. As of the most recent updates, at least 15 structures have taken damage, and crews are still out there doing full assessments. This fire kicked off in a remote, mountainous area about 15 miles from Mammoth Mountain, that popular ski spot a lot of us know and love. Here's how crazy this got. On November 13th, in the early afternoon, the blaze exploded from just 10 acres to over 1,000 acres in a single hour. That's according to the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection. At its peak, it tore across 3,400 acres, but firefighters have managed to get some containment on it, and they're still grinding it out on the ground. The good news, no fatalities reported so far. Right now, Evacuation orders and warnings are impacting around 1,795 residents and 1,196 structures, per Mono County emergency officials. Residents in Crowley Lake were allowed back in earlier after their evacuation orders were downgraded to warnings. On the roads, Highway 395 is back open, but Crowley Lake Drive is still closed between McGee Creek Road and the Long Valley Fire Station. Benton Crossing Road, though, is open to traffic. All evacuation shelters were shut down by Friday afternoon. Back on Thursday, with winds blowing steady at 12 to 16 miles per hour and gusts hitting 24, officials estimated 10 to 20 homes were either damaged or completely lost as the flames pushed north. Firefighting planes and helicopters, they were totally grounded because of crazy turbulence and super low visibility. Atmospheric scientist Neil Leroux, he's a professor at the University of Nevada, Reno, says this fire is a classic case of those downslope winds pushing extreme fire behavior. And get this, it was happening even while rain and snow were dumping just a few miles to the west. Winds hitting 50 miles per hour or more fueled the fire's insane growth spurt. But firefighters and folks in the area caught a break when the blaze ran into a rainstorm. Crews fought it all night long on November 13th. This wildfire's raging in the eastern Sierras, and meanwhile, millions of people in the Los Angeles area are staring down a level 3 out of 4 flood risk. An atmospheric river is about to slam Southern California with heavy rain. The Fox Forecast Center says the areas hit by the pack fire might get even more relief soon. Rain and snow are on the way. Winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories are already up. Yeah, this intense wildfire has destroyed homes across California. Stay safe out there, guys. I'll keep you posted as more details come in. Acreage burned, containment progress, any injuries, or sadly, if there are fatalities. Drop a comment below if you've got boots on the ground in Mono County or know someone affected. Share your stories safely. Like this video if you want more real-time disaster coverage, and share it with friends in fire-prone areas. Stay safe out there, America. This is your update on the pack fire. Devastating, but we're rooting for those firefighters to get it contained soon. And subscribe so you don't miss the next one.